What's up, fellow Patagonians? It's your boy Mario Fama RD. Yo soy blanco, pero no soy banco. Let's talk about Sosua. I've kind of been sitting back for the last week, and I'm here in Sosua actually opening up my office. So I've been observing everything that's going on, the commentary and everything. And, well, here's my 2 cents on this, right? I think for the majority of the expats that live in the area and the majority of the locals, this is great news. The cleaning up of Sosua and long overdue. Maybe some of you guys haven't been here long enough, but back in the days, you know, the Malecón in Santo Domingo, Santiago, all these different places were known for, you know, prostitution. Cabarete used to be horrible. Even Puerto Plata was way, you know, more than it is now. And one by one, they cleaned them all up. Now, this has been long overdue, and this is one of the last places, including Boca Chica, where you can see street walkers and just all kinds of hookers walking around. Now, Sosua itself deserves better. It's a beautiful city. It has two of the most beautiful real beaches in the Dominican Republic. I mean, really beautiful, not just beautiful in photos, but when you go there. But this has been like a black mark on the entire country and the entire North Coast. And I guess for whatever reason, it finally looks like it's going to come to a head. They sent special prosecutors from Santo Domingo. The president's wife was talking about this right now. So this is much bigger than we've ever seen it before. They've tried before, but because, you know, the corruption and, you know, people profiting off of this, they've always kind of bounced back. Most of the normal people, or all of the normal people here, I think, want a better Sosua. Better for the economy, better for the people, better for the families, better for the kids. Now, for you guys that are hooker hunters out here, don't worry. The Dominican Republic still has tons of hookers. You can find them on social media apps like on Tinder, Bumble, whatever. You can find them on specialized websites for that kind of stuff. And you guys really, really want to have fun and go to Medellin. There are tens and yetas in the street, not these picapollo chicks looking around here. Because another thing, like even I spoke to locals and they say, well, okay, it's not just prostitution, but the girls that come from all over the country, because you have to understand these girls are not from here. The ratchetest, crispity, crunchity, butterfingery, ratchet hoes from all over the country come here. That brings drugs, robberies, druggings, all kinds of things that come with that kind of lifestyle right in the middle of town. Now, people are, who's going to help the girls? Who's going to help the girls? Look, expats, we don't have a voice in this country. The only time we have a voice is whether we invest in a beach town or not. We don't vote. We don't have a voice, and it's not our responsibility. There are a lot of people who have all kinds of, you know, whether they come here on missionary work and they do all kinds of work, and that's really great. But as expats, we owe nobody anything. We take our hard-earned money from abroad. We invest it in homes and properties and businesses, whatever that we do here. So this is a issue for the Dominican government to fix, because people say, oh, who's going to give these girls jobs? Well, I got news for you guys. I don't know if you guys know how things work here, but there's no opportunity for men. There's no opportunity for women. I have friends that work at the bank and they make 26,000 pesos a month and their rent is 16,000 pesos. Where's the opportunity? The reason people hustle in this country so hard is because there is no opportunity in a real job. You either have to open up a business or leave the country. So this is not unique to the hookers here in Sosua. Oh my God, what's going to happen to them? I'm worried about my friends that work at real jobs, that have families to feed and can't get a job that pays even 50, 60, 70,000, which is still not enough to raise a family in this country. So we're not here to save anybody. That's a government issue. They need to do that. But the city of Sosua deserves better. The inhabitants of Sosua, whether expats, whether foreigners, they deserve better. Now, what's going to happen? Yes, the prices are going to go up. I'm sorry, $2, Chuck, but your $2 burger is going to go up to $6, $7, $8. Property values are going to go up. There's going to be investment coming in here. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a several-year period, but you're going to see better businesses instead of these shitty businesses where they put 4 plastic chairs and they invest $20 to open up a restaurant. You're going to see better plating. You're going to see better entertainment that's going to cater not only to the locals, Dominican locals and local expats, but also to the cibaeños that come down on the weekend. If you guys go to Playa Alicia, you see all the popis come down on the weekend, but the minute the sun goes down, everybody goes to the Airbnb, hides out, or they go to Cabarete. They don't come to Sosua because there's nothing. When I used to live here and I was married, I had nowhere to go with my ex-wife because I couldn't go with her in the street. If you guys have seen what goes on here, even like me, girls are like, if they'd ask me, where you at, Mario? Oh, I'm in Sosua. Oh, what are you there, with hookers? No, I'm opening up a business. You invite a girl as a single guy to come hang out with you in Sosua for the weekend. She's like, I know, they're going to lock me up and they're going to think I'm a hooker and everybody thinks I'm a hooker and the guys are going to grab me and offer me money. That is not the reputation the government wants for this town. That is not the reputation the people that live here, that are normal people, that want for this town. And yes, a few hooker hunters and a few people are going to be upset about this. But guess what? It's all going to go online. You can still get your hookers. But let the town be the town that it deserves to be. Turn it into a nice beach town. Let people walk the streets, go shopping, dining, bars, have fun. The way they do in other parts of the Dominican Republic and other parts of the world. This is one of the few spots that's left as a seedy red light district in the world, in the Dominican Republic, and I think it's time for it to clean up. And I think the government's doing a great job. I hope they continue to do this. Now, are the way they're going about it socially acceptable to everybody? Have they made some stuff that I've seen on the news and even personal people, like this one girl, 20-something-year-old, your American girl, they try to lock her up by mistake, and she doesn't even speak Spanish, and they were trying to lock her up as a hooker. Where they're going about it, I mean, when something of this magnitude happens, I definitely agree there are going to be a lot of errors made, and not everybody's going to agree with what's going on. But at the end of the day, if they're really serious about this right now, it's no better time than now to clean up Sosua, to make it better, because there's investment throughout the entire Dominican Republic. You guys, if you drive from Puerto Plata all the way to Nagua, the entire number 5 condos being built. I don't even know who's buying this stuff in these neighborhoods, but they're building brand new everywhere. With that level of investment, and no, it's not all gringos. You got a whole bunch of Dominicans. Puerto Plata, all the Cibaeños are buying in Playa Dorada and all that area right there. Who's buying in Nagua? Who's buying in Rio San Juan? Most of those people are Dominicans, whether from abroad or here. I have no idea. So don't blame me. Oh, the gringos are going to take over. No, but the government here, yes, it is going to solicit expats and gringos and foreigners to come in and invest money here. That's who invested. Punta Cana, investment, foreigners. All the places here where you have massive investment in tourism is foreigners, foreign companies, and individuals coming in and creating communities. That's what's going to happen. Sosua can't stay in the dark ages. It shouldn't stay in the dark ages, being a red light district, not giving it the value that it deserves with 2 of the most beautiful beaches in the Dominican Republic. That's my 2 cents on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop them.